Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, my friends at yarnspirations.com. Today's the contoured ball cap warmer. This came in as a suggestion on YouTube. So I took a knitting pattern by Yarnspirations and I examined it. I actually did some knitting work just to get the sizing. And then what I did is that I converted this over so that it would actually fit over my head as an adult and go over top of my ball cap, just over top here of the brim, and then down around my ears and around the back. So there are some ball caps that want to have it split in half. I didn't want to have the drama of that. I just wanted it over top of my hat, just like so. And so what I had to do is figure out the sizing for that. So this is a very fast project in order to do it. It didn't take me a long time to design. And once I got into the groove, it's great. So if you don't need my help, you can just download the free pattern. It's available through the more information of this video description if you want that. And I'm going to be following this step by step. There's a lot of repeating and we'll be covering that as we go today. You're going to need one ball of this Bernat Softy Chunky yarn and a size 6mm J crochet hook. Now I'm in Nova Scotia, so I wanted my stitches to be tighter. So this yarn normally has an 8mm size L, but because I don't want the air going through there, because it's for winter time. My first ever crochet hat I designed many years ago using double crochet when I went outside, pretty much the wind chill was still hitting my ears, and I realized that I'm in the north, that I need that protection from the wind. And so they're suggesting online, people are saying that I should have done this in like a Red Heart Super Saver, a 4-ply. Maybe that will be for the future, but for today, it's just going to be this yarn. So without further ado, we're going to get ourselves started and begin. So that the way this works is that we're going to start off and we're going to work our way and come back all the way around, and we're going to sew it back on the back seam. So when you look at it from the perspective is that the seam line is at the back of the head, and so it'll be in this formation when we go to do it. So there's a lot of repeating of just the same steps over and over in order to get it. So we're going to start off at the maximum width. We're going to start contouring down. Once we get to the base contour, we're just going to go across and then back to the other side, and etc. So let's begin right now. Let's do our beginning chain by doing a slip knot first, and I need you to chain a total count of 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And you're going to think to yourself, well, gee, that's pretty wide, but as you know in crochet, it'll shrink just in a couple rows from now. So let's begin row number 1. So I have a stitch marker here that I'm going to apply in just a few moments, but here on the chain, what I want to do is that I want to go second chain from the hook, so 1 and 2, turn it around and get the back hump of the chain. It'll look nicer. If you prefer not to, then don't. And just single crochet yourself all the way back across. You will have a total chain count, or sorry, total stitch count of 12 stitches by the time you go across. And I want you to keep that other strand, that is the yarn stitch marker. And if you have other stitch markers you prefer to use, I want to mark the right side of this project because it'll help you keep in line with the pattern as well. So coming up all the way to the last one, if you want to verify that there's 12 stitches, you can. So what I want to do is that I want to apply a stitch marker just to the right side. This is the good side of the project. And I'm just going to sneak a little crochet hook behind one of the strands. Don't reef up on it to change its format. And I just want to grab another piece of yarn and just kind of pull it through. And I'm doing this so that I can identify the right side. Okay. And it's just easier. So whenever you see it on this side, it's the right side. And when you can't see that, it's the wrong side. Let's begin row number 2. Put your crochet hook back in and then just turn around, and we're going to do row number 2. Chain up 1 and apply 1 single crochet starting in the very first one and in each single crochet across. So there will be a total count of 12 single crochets. So go all the way to the end, and then we're going to talk about repeating, which I'll have you do on your own, and then you can put me on pause and do that, and then I'll be right back in a moment. So let me get to the end of the row first. So I'm at the end of row number 2. You can tell that I'm on the wrong side because this is on the opposite side. So you will notice that when there's an even number in this pattern, is that was always ending on the wrong side. I also put a note on that in the pattern. So we're going to turn our work. Rows number 3 all the way through 8, and those are the next 6 rows. I need you just to chain 1 and apply 1 single crochet in each stitch across. So please do this for rows number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And what you're going to do is on the 8th one, you'll be finishing on the wrong side, and then we'll pick you up on number 9 in just a moment. So just put me on pause and just get that done, and then restart me when you're ready. So I'm just finishing up on the 8th row, and you can count, you can see how they're indentated. That's 2, 4, 6, and 8. Turn and work, and row number 9 starts on the right side, and you can tell by that as well. So let's begin numbers 9 and 10. So moving forward in this pattern, I want to give you the set of instructions by 2 rows. So for example, 9 and 10 will be your next, and then 11 and 12. I'll verbally tell you what those are, and then you'll just do it. So what I want to do is that I want to begin to do the decrease. So always the odd number, in this case, it'll be number 9, will have the decrease, and then the even number will just be regular stitches across. So to do number 9, you're going to chain up 1, and you'll single crochet in the very first one. Then the next 2 will be a single crochet 2 together. So the decrease is on the second piece in. So just loop your yarn through, go to the next one, pull through, and then pull through all 3, and then 2 stitches just became 1. And then you're going to single crochet yourself all the way to the other side. So this just eliminated out 1 stitch by doing so. When you get to the other side, you're going to turn your work, and then you're going to chain 1 and then do 1 single crochet in each, which will be the same stitch count number going all the way across. So you're not doing any decreasing on the next row. Okay, so your turn, chain 1 and 1 single crochet all the way back. Okay, so I will do that, and then I'll pick you up, and then we'll do rows number 11 and 12 together. So now I just came across, there's only 11 stitches. So now the next 2 rows, 11 and 12, again is the same procedure. So just chain up 1, 1 single in the first, and then the next 2 become together. And then 1 single all the way to the end, turn, chain 1, and 1 single in each all the way back. And that will take you to the end of number 12, which I'll pick you up in number 13 in a moment. Number 13 and 14. So the first row is just chain up 1, and we're keeping the contour. If you can see it, the contour is happening on the one side. So we're keeping that continuing to go down. So after you chain 1, you'll single into the first, and then the next, over the next 2 is a single crochet 2 together. You'll single crochet 2 together, then the remaining all the way across, turn your work, chain 1 and 1 single all the way back. And this will take you through rows number 13 and 14, and I'll be right back on number 15. So I've already turned my work, ready for row number 15. So chain up 1, 1 single in the first, and then the next 2 are used together as a single 2 together. And then just 1 in each all the way to the end. Turn your work, chain 1 and 1 single all the way back, and that will take you to the end of row number 16, where I'll pick you up on number 17 in just a moment. Rows number 17 and 18 are the final for the decrease. So row number 17, chain up 1, 1 single in the first, and then over the next 2 is single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single in the remaining. So there's only a total of 7 stitches going all the way across now. So when you turn your work then for row number 18, you just have 1 single all the way, and that will take you then in getting ready to go across and around the head through the forehead area next. So let's begin to do that in just a moment. So as we continue, you can see this is the back of the head. We're coming around, your ears will be around here somewhere. And now we're going to be getting a little more narrow just naturally. We're not reducing any more stitches, but it will happen on its own. And so rows number 19 all the way through 36 are going to just be going back and forth with single crochets. So when you finish row number 36, you'll be finishing on the wrong side, and you'll be able to tell by that as well. So what I would do if I were you and you were me, I would just I have 19 to 36, I would just write down 19, 20, 21, and I would check it off as you go. And then I want you to pick me up at the end of number 36 in just a moment. So to do this, it's just like what you already know. So 19 to 36, just chain up 1 and 1 single into each, and then turn your work when you get to the end, chain up 1 and 1 single into each, and do that all the way. And I'll see you on the 37th row in just a moment. A few minutes ago, I left you here. This is a really fast pattern. So I've come from the back of the head. We've come now partially around the forehead, and now we're on our way back to doing the other side. So I'm now currently at the end of row number 36. I'm on the wrong side. You can tell that. And so when I start then row number 37. I will be on the right side again, and you can tell by that. And we're going to start and we're going to build ourselves out to be wider once again. Let's start row number 37. So like before, I'm going to give you the instructions in pairs. So rows number 37 and 38 I'll give you, and then we'll come back and we'll do the next two. So when we start this one, we're going to chain up one and we'll apply 1 single crochet in the first one. And then in the next one, we're going to put 2 single crochets into the next. And this will have the increase to push it back out to being wider. The remaining then are 1 single crochet in each, and that will complete you then for row number 37. And then 38, you're just going to turn your work, chain 1, and do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way back to the other side. And now you've just increased by 1 stitch. So please finish up to row number 38, and I'll be right back. Row number 39 and 40, the first row is chain up 1, single crochet in the first, and then the next one has 2 into the same stitch. So we're just going to get wider by 1 more stitch and just apply 1 single crochet in each stitch across, then turn your work, chain 1 and 1 single in each, and you've just increased by 1. So I'll pick you up on row number 41 in just a moment. 41 and 42, we're still going to get wider, so we're contouring out on the one side only, which we should be. So to start number 41, chain up 1, 1 single in the first, and then the next one has 2 into the same stitch. And then 1 single in each all the way to the end, turn your work, chain 1, 1 single all the way back. And I'll pick you up on row number 43 in just a moment. Number 43 and 44, first one, chain up 1, 1 single in the first, and then 2 into the next. And then 1 single in each all the way to the end. Turn your work, chain 1 and single crochet all the way back. And I'll pick you up on row number 45 in just a moment. Number 45 and 46 is the final of the growth that takes you back to the same stitch count that we began with. So you're just going to chain up 1, 1 single crochet in the first, and then 2 into the next, and then single crochet all the way across. Chain 1 when you are turned, chain 1, and then single crochet all the way back across, and that will take you over to row number 46 as being complete, and then we'll start with the final few rows that it will take to finish off this headband. So I'm now going to finish the final rows of 47 all the way to 54. Now this is designed for me, and the angles here will match each other when you come around. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to apply then the next 8 rows back and forth of single crochet. If you need it to be slightly shorter so that it's tighter for you, you can just eliminate how many rows that you want out. If you need it wider, then what you can just do is just add a few more rows. So you can customize at this point. Just know when you add rows or things like that, the center line may not be at the back of the head, but honestly, if you've got cold ears, who cares? So I want you to finish now rows number 47 all the way to 54, and just chain up 1 and 1 single in each, and I will be right back when that is done in just a few moments from now. So I've now just finished up to row number 54. So I'm done. I want to trim this tail so it's long enough that I can use it to sew the piece together so that we have the round circle. So now just pull this yarn through the loop like this. Now it states in the pattern that I want you to put the right sides facing each other. If you don't have a stitch marker and you didn't mark it, so you may not know which side is which, but because we've done that here in the tutorial, I know this is the right side. So when I go to fold over, that the right sides are facing each other like this. I'm going to take this strand now and I'm going to apply it through a tapestry needle. That. And I want to favor just the closest loops to each other so that I don't end up with a really thick, extra thick join that you'll feel on your head. So I want you to use the one loop on the one side that is closest to here, and I want you to use the other loop that is closest to this side. So it's just one loop on each side. And this is a whip stitch, and I'm just going to join it. Once you do that one, you're just going to move down, grab the next set, and match it. And this is going to provide almost a seamless look join. So go all the way across and I'll meet you on the other side in just a moment. So matching stitch to stitch is the same count on both sides, so everything should match. And you'll have to get rid of the starting tail also just by weaving it in. Once you get to the end, when you push it like this, you see it looks good. Do you see that there's kind of an indentation here? So don't be afraid to exercise your own creativity and just kind of pull it over just with an extra stitch. It happens, right? So the trick to these videos is that to know sometimes you just got to change it, right? So now I want to keep on this side of the project because that's the wrong side, and I want to just have this tie itself into a knot. Okay, and then I want to drag this through some pieces. Do not go through the project in the sense that you're going to stick the needle all the way through. So if you turn it around and you see the needle popping through, you're too deep. So just come on down, and you want to go back and forth in that same formation a total of 3 times. So go through a slightly different path and then back in the direction from which you came. So this is the second pass, and then finally 3rd time. Once you have that done, you can just safely trim it right down. The starting strand that you had, you're going to want to also hide that in, and that already has a knot on it because it's called a slip knot, right? So what you want to do is just use your tapestry needle and also do the same formation of down and back 3 times. Once everything is secure, you can just cut it right down. And we're looking at the inside of the ear warmer. So now you want to flip it, and you can see that this is the right side facing out, and you can remove your stitch marker, and then your hat warmer is good to go. And so there is the back. And so you can see here's the contour, just like we promised. And this is another great free pattern available here on the Crochet Crowd. We hope you had a great day, and we'll hope to see you again real soon.